Hey guys, welcome back to the corner. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to make marbled painted papers like I did for my mixed media mashup pages, or not pages, cards. So a trick on these, this is going to be a quick video because I'm getting ready for bed. The smaller the lines, whoa, that's a lot of light right there. Alright, how I got the smaller lines was using less paint, and the thicker the line, or the more paint, the thicker the line, if that makes sense. So, and I'll show you how I got the splatters on there. So it's going to be a quick video because Spanky's tired. So I put my paper in. I'm doing black and white. We'll do the black one first. So I'm going to add very little color. Okay, I'm going to try. Oh, let's do this. Whoops. I'm going to add very little color. Roll my marbles into it. And there we go. It's like a pink color. You can't really tell, I guess. The black paper makes it look a little different. We'll use aqua green. And I'm just going to go on the other side with this one. Oops. Well, I wasn't going to use a lot of paint. So we're going to roll the marbles over there. And I'm just going to roll them back and forth along the edge. Just to mix it up a little bit. And then we're going to roll it over. Like that. And I'm going to take this out real quick. And I'm going to add my white paper. Like so. And we'll add some pink on this side. And roll the pink across like so. Nope, not done. I'm going to add some more pink to that one. Alright. So now, real quick, I'm going to add some white splatters to this one. And the way I made the splatters for mine, let's see if I can find one of them real quick. Like that one there. And that one there. Basically, I took some, a little bit of white paint like so. And I'm going to dry this real quick off on the side, so give me a second. It'll dry pretty quickly with less paint. When they're thinner lines, it dries quicker. It leaves a really cool texture on the paper. So it's mostly dried. So I'm going to add some water to my white paint here. Not a lot. And then I got a toothbrush I'm going to use. I'm going to mix the paint in with this water. You don't want it too runny, but you don't want it thick. It's almost reminds me of like melted vanilla ice cream. And you want to scoop it up a little bit. We're just going to grab our thumb and flick it. Try not to drip it. Whoops, I just squirted it all over me too. You just flick your thumb across it. And that's it. And now I got a mess. Where's my paper towel? Oh, right here. This will work. I do want to blob some of that off. If you hold it up to drip, you can also use like a fanned brush or something else, and you can just smack it and get bigger drops type thing. That's up to you. I'm going to blob those big ones off there. And I'm just going to try and get a few more little drops. And that's how you get... Let me turn that lamp off real quick. Hang on. Oh, whoa, that looks like it's glowing in the dark. Okay, let's turn that light back on. That was too dark. So, you can see the speckles. That's how I got mine. That's how I made my papers. DiDi asked me how, because she was curious on how I made my papers. There's a few videos out there that explains it, but this is just how I did it today and the other day. I have a dish pan because I had used the box. You want to grab that box real quick for me? I was using the box and it worked really, really well for the size of paper and for the other paper size. But the marbles kept popping out when I'd roll it. Sometimes they would over bounce on each other and they were popping out and landing on me. So I was like, I'll try a dish pan. With the deeper sides, the marbles, you know, stayed more in place. So that's up to you what you want to use, the deeper the box sides or a cake pan, whatever. Just know that it is noisy. It's quite noisy. I got my marbles at Dollar Tree. I'm not exactly sure how many there are. There's one big one. But that's how I did mine. So I hope you enjoy. Where's the other picture? So I did these earlier, a little bit ago, just before this one. But my file didn't work, so I had to redo it. So here's the difference between the two. That last one I did this one first, and then I did that one. But you can see this one has the blue in there. And I used less paint, so it just depends on how much paint you use. So the difference in the size of your lines. And you can let it dry in between layers if you want to prevent it from making multiple colors. Like on here, I got some purple going on in some spots. That's just up to you. You want to watch what colors you're doing because you don't want it to turn into a mud, which is like a crappy brown color. I actually have one that turned into a shit color. I call it shit brown. Here's my copper and silver. That one's one of my favorites. If you watched my live stream video that I posted up before this one, it shows all the different ones I did. But here's the one that was like a shit brown. And basically I had copper left over, some gold left over. I added some blue, some red, and a little bit of yellow and orange. And it was kind of bland. It looked really bad. So I threw down a little bit of silver and ran some silver around it, and now I like it. It still looks like shit, but you know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you later. Good night.